Hello, and today we're going over the cupbearer and the baker of Joseph's story. Some time later, the cupbearer, and the baker of the king of Egypt offended their master, the king of Egypt. I don't know what they did. Pharaoh was angry with his two officials, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker, and put them into custody in the house of the captain of the guard, in the same prison where Joseph was confined. The captain of the guard assigned them to Joseph, and he attended them. After they had been in custody for some time, each of the two men, the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt, who were being held in prison, had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own. When Joseph came to them the next morning, he saw that they were dejected. So he asked Pharaoh's officials who were in custody with him in his master's house, Why are your faces so sad today? We both had dreams, they answered, but there is no one to interpret them. Then Joseph said to them, Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me your dreams. Like, there's only one God to tell the dreams to. So Joseph then, I can go and ask my God, or he gave me power to interpret dreams. He's the only one that can interpret dreams. So the chief cupbearer told Joseph his dream. He said to him, In my dream I saw a vine in front of me, and on the vine were 3 branches. As soon as it budded, it blossomed, and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and put the cup in his hand. Okay, just doing it. This is what it means, Joseph said to him. There are 3 branches. No, the 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand, just as you used to do when you were his cupbearer. But when all goes well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this prison, for I was forcibly carried off from the land of the Hebrews, and even here I have done nothing to deserve being put in a dungeon. It's like, remember me. Remember me when you are restored. When the chief baker saw that Joseph had given a favorable interpretation, he said to Joseph, I too had a dream. On my head were 3 baskets of bread. In the top basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head. I had a dream too. Here's the dream. Maybe something good will happen to me. This is what it means, Joseph said. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and hang you on a tree. And the birds will eat away your flesh. Apparently whatever the cupbearer did was the least offensive. Now the 3rd day was Pharaoh's birthday, and he gave a feast for all his officials. He lifted up the the heads of the chief cupbearer and the chief baker in the presence of his officials. He restored the chief cupbearer to his position so that he once again put the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged or impaled the chief baker, just as Joseph had said to them in his interpretation. The chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph. He forgot him, probably in the excitement. So, I don't know, when I'm reading this for studying, for instance, I just got struck with like a similarity of the two thieves on the cross with Jesus, where Jesus is the one who doesn't deserve anything. The two thieves are. But there is a reverse, because Joseph is asking for mercy from the cupbearer, but one of the thieves are asking for mercy from Jesus. Jesus says, today you will be with me in paradise. Jesus remembers him, the cupbearer doesn't. Also, another parallel, Joseph is bringing the message about the one true God to the Gentiles. He's being punished for something he didn't do. And the cupbearer is being forgiven for something he did do. So there's another salvation because of, well, just because the Pharaoh wanted to, honestly. So can I feel bad for the baker? He's just like, I will get a good interpretation too, right? Right? Oh. And then Pharaoh, good job, cupbearer. Now you can go back to doing what you do. Now you, baker, hang him. This is like the chief baker just like seeing the dream come true and like, no. Also, I feel like I should say this. Be careful about this whole interpreting of dream thing. Yes, it happens in the Old Testament. But it's a rare thing. And only someone God allows, or God himself, can interpret the dream. So, yes. But yes, Joseph is not remembered. He is forgotten by the cupbearer, but not by God. Remember that. Also, here's something too. God can show Gentiles who don't even believe certain signs and things about the future sometimes. To fulfill important purposes. What else do you think you can get out of Genesis chapter 40? It's literally the entirety of Genesis chapter 40. It's usually titled something like the cupbearer and the baker. Pages don't help because every Bible has a different number of pages. This one is 35. If I get another one, it might be on page. Oh, let's see. Page 25. That's an old 10 difference. Anyway. Yes, the cupbearer, bearer, and the baker. Why do I want to keep on saying the cupbearer, baker? No one bakes cups. That is stupid. Anyway, I hope this video blesses you. You learn more. Tomorrow is Pharaoh's very own dream. The king of Egypt. The ruler of the Hyksos dynasty. Pharaoh. Yeah. See you next Saturday. You can go watch my other stuff, my other videos. There will be some stuff in the end cards. Subscribe if you want. Okay then. See you next Saturday.